Today, I'm talking about the most horrifying thing known to man. A job! Shout out to degenerosity, but I am unemployed. Yes, I know, shocker, right? Throw all the slurs made for unemployed people at me. I don't care anymore. In fact, if you came from my draft video, then you might have knew that already. And thanks for pulling up to this video too, my boy. But there was a point in time where I wasn't unemployed. I actually had a good paying job, which came with a 4-day work week and a hybrid working environment. I was truly blessed to have it actually. But for reasons I will not discuss in this video, I left it to come back to hot, humid, mud booty, swamp crotch, Texas. Now when I left my job, I didn't leave unprepared. I had a little safety net to fall on while I was looking for another job that I can secure back home. And the thing is, before I left my job, I was already looking at interviewing with other companies. So call me naive or whatever, but I thought I wasn't really going to have to tap into my funds because I'd be able to secure something either before I left or maybe a few weeks after. But never would I have imagined going through a drought to biblical proportions when it came to finding a job in this current climate. Here's a bit more context for you all. I was once a college student. I graduated with a bachelor's in 2023. Now when you're fresh out of college, everybody tells you the same lie with a different font. Just get your degree and the world is yours. Bitch, what world, Terraria? Now I'm extremely blessed to say that I have 3 internships that I was able to place on my resume, although only one of them truly mattered to my degree, but that's a different story. Many students graduate with 0. Now I mentioned all this because I had to submit hundreds of applications to receive only a spoonful of interviews and another spoonful of rejections. The rest of the motherfuckers will just straight up ghost you. Damn, I forgot where I was going with this story. Honestly, I don't feel qualified to even go on this tangent because of the things I was able to accomplish as an undergrad. 3 internships, and I was extremely fortunate to land a full-time job only 2 months after graduating. I was dealt better odds than many, and I'm forever thankful for that. But you see what I said? I don't feel qualified. Fuck that shit! I am qualified! Keep that in mind when you apply for a job next time. Never sell yourself short. See that entry-level job that's asking for experience you don't have yet? Apply to that motherfucker. They gonna train your ass anyways, for the most part. I said I feel unqualified like I didn't bust my ass for years applying to and landing internships while holding another job. Like I ain't spent sleepless nights going through case studies, group projects, and group presentations. I am qualified, and so are you. The job market got everybody in a chokehold of doubt, making us think if we're not already a wizard with 5 certifications, we don't belong. I'm telling you right now, it's so bad, I'm looking for both a placeholder and a career-centered job. And they both leaving my ass on red. 2 separate industries, man. You think I'm lying? I'll even throw stats your way. The US unemployment rate right now is 4.2% as of August. I know, that doesn't sound bad, right? That's because they don't count the people who just gave up looking, or the ones working jobs that have nothing to do with their degree. Motherfuckers are underemployed. That's the demon here. Nearly half of recent college grads are working jobs that don't require a degree. Wall Street Journal said that, not me. In layman's terms, you can graduate and still end up being told to put the fries in the bag by your 17-year-old shift lead at Whataburger. And yes, I follow up, I email, I even sometimes message on LinkedIn. Fuck, I hate LinkedIn. All to no avail. Let's talk about placeholder jobs real quick. When people say, just get a job at Starbucks, Amazon, or the grocery store for the meantime. Oh, really? Why didn't I think of that? What? You mean the same places that got 200 plus applications for one part-time role because everyone and their mama trying to stay afloat in this economy? The fuck was that? In this economy, it's getting harder to get a placeholder job now. Even they treat the hiring process like you applying to NASA. I applied to a gig at Walmart and they gon' hit me with a personality test, asking me shit like, if you saw your coworker steal a box of pens, how would you respond? I don't know, probably ask them to steal me a notepad too. Career jobs? Oh my god. Career jobs are even worse. You finally find a position that pays decently and doesn't send off any scammy red flags, right? So you hit apply and start tweaking your resume. You reword the bullet points. Use that weak-ass strong action verb list the career prep class told you to use in college. You use corporate Shakespearean jargon like leverage cross-functional collaboration to synergize strategic initiatives, or whatever the fuck. Then you submit it, and you wait. You wait so long. All to see that little dumbass Indeed tracker say, application viewed 2 days ago. If it's not that, it's an immediate rejection email after applying 1 hour ago. And you can instantly tell when you get rejected before you even open the email, because the first thing you see is no reply. And you know what recruiting software loves doing that the most? Workday! Oh my god, I hate Workday! Bro, every time I submit an application through Workday, I get rejected. Every time! I know for a fact it's by their automated system. Fuck Workday! Why ask me for my resume if you're gonna have me type out my work experience again? And on top of that, I have to make a new Workday login for every single company I apply to. Oh, I hate Workday. I hate them. Then these entry-level positions want you to do the most while they pay the least. I seen one job description that said, must wear multiple hats. Bitch, my server is to you, I only got one head. Why the hell is an entry-level position asking for 3 to 5 years of experience, a bachelor's requirement, but a master's is preferred, fluent in Excel, Python, Spanish, and the language of corporate BS, and also must be able to lift 40 pounds and handle high-stress environments? What kind of entry are we talking about? This shit got boss-level requirements. The only thing that's entry-level is the salary. Now let's say you applied anyway, right? And you get lucky and they want to interview you. Now you in the hot seat with 3 strangers on Zoom and they hit you with that. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? I don't even know where I see myself next week. Some of these recruiters will drag out the interviewing process and give you 4 or 6 rounds of interviewing. Dog, I spent 2 months interviewing with a company for 4 rounds, which included a case study that I had to complete and present to them in 48 hours. So I present my case to them and they hit me with, excellent presentation. You really spent time researching and learning about the company. Job well done. And as soon as I heard that, I already knew I was not getting that shit. Look, peep this. I've realized that when these motherfuckers give you positive and hopeful feedback immediately to your face, you can bet your ass they ain't sending you no offer. Lo and behold, I get rejected. And I had a feeling that they wasn't gonna tell me either. So I emailed them for an update with enthusiasm. A day later, they gonna say, nah, we good. Moved on with someone else. With the same enthusiasm. They would have ghosted my ass had I not reached out to them. Shit, they probably just wanted free work out of me. And let's not forget about these fake ass job postings that don't even exist. You apply, you send in your resume just to find out it's a ghost job. They never planned on hiring anybody. Some of these companies just keep the listing up just to look like they're growing. Or worse, to harvest your data. Imagine getting rejected for a job that wasn't even real. That's like being cheated on by somebody who don't exist. The craziest part about all this is that I shouldn't even feel this insecure, bruh. Like, I did everything I was told to do. I got the degree, I got the internships, I did the networking and got some work experience. But the way this market got me feeling, I need to go back in time to get another degree. And now as time passes with no callback, the work gap gets wider. And recruiters are all gonna hit me with, explain the gap in your resume. How about you explain the gap in your fucking teeth, Susan? Oh, was that something you couldn't control? I couldn't either. And I just know there's gonna be some sloppy, fat-fingered, soggy-necked boomers in the comments trying to downplay the youth struggles with some poppycock like, I had to do X, Y, Z, or this and that to get where I am today. This generation's lazy. They don't want to work no more. Stop buying dumb shit. Okay. I'll acknowledge that y'all had to get it out the mud too. The average boomer really did have to work for their shit. I won't say that they didn't have their fair share of struggles, because they absolutely did. So I'm going to say this with love and the utmost respect.
Hello?
Stop typing that novel in the comments about how you worked your way through college making 35 cents an hour while living with 5 roommates in a small bathroom. Get the fuck out of here and go play with your grandkids. This one's for Millenials and Gen Z.
Here's the reality no one wants to talk about. The economy's broken. The job market's broken. It ain't you or your resume. You know how many job openings there are right now? Over 7 million. You know how many people actually getting callbacks? Probably about 5. Crazy how there's more jobs out there than ever, yet a lot of people can't seem to find work. The math ain't mathin' right now. And the thing is, people don't hate working. Matter of fact, I think people would be more content with their jobs if one paycheck could actually sustain a life. I'm talking about a life where the rent is paid, the fridge is full, lights are on, and the ability to see a doctor once a year without selling a kidney is feasible. Right now, that's a fucking fantasy. We got people out here clocking into 2 jobs before sunrise, door dashing at sunset, and still having to choose between groceries or paying the light bill. Productivity keeps shooting up while wages have flatlined. We're out here building the ship, rowing the ship, and serving drinks on the ship, yet somehow we still can't afford a ticket to get on the motherfucking thing. Make it make sense. We out here playing a game with a broken controller. And yes, I'll own it. I shot myself in the foot for leaving my old job. I shot both feet for not at least securing a placeholder before leaving. I had the 4-day work week. I had the hybrid schedule. Motherfuckers would kill to have that type of luxury. But again, I have my reasons. A lot of us have been in that position, Sometimes you leave a job for personal reasons, mental health, family, or just because you thought the grass would be greener. Regardless, all judgments made from my decision are welcome. Now I'm back out here like the rest of y'all, staring at entry-level jobs that want 3 years of experience and the ability to lift 40 pounds of corporate giraffe shit. And you old farts can stop typing, "This generation just wants everything handed to them." We ain't looking for handouts. We're just looking for a fair shot. And with the way things are looking, they ain't going to give shit to us. So you know what we gotta do? We gotta adapt. Don't settle for the bullshit we've been dealt. Find new ways to play a broken game. If the ladder's been pulled up, build some stairs. See that the door's locked? Kick in a goddamn window. If the job description says entry level, 5 years of experience, lie on that motherfucker just like they are about their competitive salary. Figure out a way to eat at the table, even if you gotta bring your own chair, paper plate, and silverware. Use what you got until you can get what you deserve. But listen, it's not my intention to spread hopelessness and doubt with this video. I'm not here to make you feel stuck. I'm just here to remind you that you're not the only one going through it. We all are shit. Damn, I was trying to make this video funny. How the hell I turned it into a TED Talk? Anyways, I'm about to go apply to some more jobs. If you made it this far, you're unemployed. Nah, I'm just kidding. You're a real one. Peace!